Hi everyone, welcome to the numerology of the month. Today I'm going to talk about number 16 because when we add 10 for October to 2022, so 10 plus 2 plus 0 plus 2 plus 2, it all adds up to 16. And so let's take a closer look to the energy of the number 16. 1 stands for the consciousness. 1 in numerology is also the number for new beginnings, and it's also about our individuality because it looks like the I for I am. And 6 in numerology is the number for family. 6 looks like a pregnant woman, so it's also the number for giving birth to something. It's about our responsibilities, and 6 is also the number for healing and our health. 6 is also the number for love, romance, and also for self-love. So combining these two to 16 in numerology actually has a very unexpected energy with it. So it could be that sudden events will happen and unexpected things will appear in your life, and those kinds of events will push us, right, to become aware of our responsibility. And it's also about 16 is also about becoming conscious about our family or our family's needs. So those sudden events, they might call us into action to bring healing or to concentrate more on health or our self-love. 16 makes us aware of the love that is around us, our family, and also our responsibility towards our lives, our self-love, and our health. So it pushes us to get active in terms of health and healing, and also to take responsibility for our family matters and our domestic life. When you combine 1 plus 6, it becomes 7. And 7 in numerology is the number for taking some rest. It's about going inwards, and it's a great time for taking time out and to go within, just like in this picture. This number 16 card says inner truth, and this fits perfectly to the 7 energy because you turn inwards and then you see all the different aspects of you that are hidden inside of you. It's all true to you because it's all parts of yourself. 7 is the number for nature and for spending time alone and to do some research. And so in this month, the energy will push us to become aware of something that is calling us into action, be it on healing or our health and our self-love, but it also wakes us up to really become responsible for our lives. And so the number 7 also urges us to go within and to explore and to discover parts of ourselves that were hidden or that we have tried to deny or to disown. So like this picture, this month is a great time to go inwards and to discover what's in deep within us. There are the different kinds of caves, and they all have a different landscape and a different emotion because they all have different stories that are linked with all those memories. So that could be our trauma, or it could be our desires and wishes, and it could be past memories that we haven't really come into terms with. So it's a great time to take some time out to really rest and to find a time and space where we can be alone so that we can go inwards. And that can be done via meditation or journaling and taking lots of rest and lots of sleep. And it's really important for us to recharge our batteries and to recharge our energy for the upcoming weeks. 7 is a number that likes to think about who am I, or what do I need? So it's a great time for us to think about our needs and our also true potential. We often project ourselves in a way to please others, or just because other people perceive us in a certain way. But the 7 energy is here to kind of wake us up and to really get us to the depth of who we truly are. So it's going to kind of push us to face what is it that we really want from this life, what is it that we truly need right now, and who are we, like who am I? And 7 is very spiritual, and it likes to spend time alone and to do research. So it's also a great time to read lots of books and to study different kind of divinations, and you will be much more spiritual and connected to source. So it's also a great time to get divine downloads and to get inspirations. Usually we might be reluctant to go inwards and to face the different aspects of ourselves, but with this 16 and 7 energy, it's much more easier to find a connection to the inner depth of ourselves. This month we might not feel so very sociable as we usually are. And many people will prefer spending time alone because it's important to get things into order, how we feel and whatever is going on inside. Like here, everything is in its pocket and it's very organized, and there is a clear path and the crystals lead her there. She has this candle in her hand. And this is suggesting that we have everything figured out inside. It's not a chaos, it's not disorganized. It's all accessible, but it's up to us whether and when and which room we want to enter. There is a full moon on October 9th, and that full moon is also in 16 degrees, which is really amazing because the moon will be in Aries 16 degrees and the sun will be in Libra 16 degrees. So the 16 energy is again doubled there. And full moons are usually times that ask us to complete a cycle. However, because it's in Aries, it's kind of like a preparation for a new beginning. Aries is a very fiery sign, so this full moon is asking us to take a time out before this big change that is about to happen. The 16 is hinting that there might be unexpected or sudden changes that will appear in our lives, and that will require lots of energy. Full moon energies usually last about 3 weeks after the full moon. So the weeks after the full moon, we are being asked to recharge our batteries and our energies in order to gather strength for the upcoming events. The sun is in Libra, and also the sun is conjunct to Venus, which is the ruler of Libra. So this full moon energy is also going to bring lots of things into harmony. And just like the 16, we have become aware of the love that is surrounding us, and we become aware of the energy of our family. And so also the full moon is going to balance out so many things in our love and romance, and also in our families. The energies will be balanced out, and there will be so much more harmony that can be created with this energy. This full moon has a grand trine, and it's made out of Mars and Sun conjunct Venus and Saturn, and they're all in air signs, and air signs are very intellectual and more concentrated on the mind area. So it's also helping us to take a break and to take a step back from being very emotionally attached to everything in our lives. We can let go of drama, and we can be more objective and look at things more with clarity, because we can take a step back and look at it in a more analytical way, and not being so emotional, and we can take a break from all of the drama, because we can let go of reacting in an emotional way. So all in all, this month is a great time to go inwards. We can face all the different parts of us, even the parts that we have neglected, and we can heal all the parts of us even more this month. The 16 energy makes us aware of our responsibilities towards ourselves, our self-love, our healing, and our health, and also towards our family and our love and romance. And the 7 energy is really helping us to take some rest, to take a time out from all the hustle and bustle, and to be alone, to find a quiet space, and to face our emotions and our truths. This month is a great time for healing and health, and to take a break from everything, and especially from all the drama. And because of the very strong full moon in Aries, which is also in 16 degrees, this month is also a great time for us to create harmony and balance within our relationships, in love and romance, but also within our families. So if you have always been interested in spiritual themes and divinations, it's a great time for you now to read some books and to research about it. And also, if you felt kind of drained, and if you had lots of hectic weeks the past months, then now is a great time for you to stop and to go inwards, to really think about who you are and what you really want. What are your needs? What are your desires? And who are you? The more time you spend in quiet, and the more time you spend alone, the more insights and the more inspirations you will get from source and from nature. So it's also a great time to spend lots of time in nature, to connect with nature, to listen to nature sounds, and to get lots of energy from the sun and from water and from the plants. If you would like to get a numerology reading, please send me an email with your name, your date of birth, and your questions. I can check your life energy number, and based on that, I can see if your current cell phone number is in alignment with you, or your address. And also, if you would like to set important meetings for business or for a product launch, then I can also help you find the perfect date for you. Thank you so much for watching, and thank you so much for subscribing. Don't forget, everything will be okay. Thank you. Bye-bye.